Welcome back to the Black and Gold Report. Again, we're talking to Interim Athletic Director Patrick Stirk. Patrick, we mentioned before the break, you're taking Dan Kenny's place. He's been the athletic director here for quite a long time. Talk about working under him and what he's meant to this program.
Well, one comment that I forget who made last week, they said that everyone in this department right now was hired by Dan Kenny. I mean, that just speaks to his longevity and the institution that he was here within our department. So he was a great boss to work for. He's extremely loyal to the university, university focused. He wants to advance the school however possible, which is why it is exciting that he has this new opportunity in the Chancellor's office where he can focus more on the big picture. What does UNCP need going forward versus just, worrying only about the athletic department. But when he was here as the AD, every single person was his #1 priority. Every team was his #1 priority. He had, I don't know how, an unending well of just energy and focus that he got so much done on his own where, he brought people in, he made a group effort, but he really had the attention to every single person, every single team that made our department really special and what it is today.
How reliant are you going to be on Coach Kenny and on the other associate ADs to help you do your job in this year?
Dan, Coach Kenny, he gets calls from me all the time. And to be fair, he understands that it is a big task being the athletic director, so he's encouraged me to reach out to him whenever needed. And I told him, I said, yeah, just because you moved to Lumbee Hall doesn't mean you get away from us. That he still gets calls from me. He gets calls from others, just advice even. It's not always necessarily like, how do we do this? I need your help. It's just, can I run something by you? Can I get your take on it? Because again, he has that knowledge. He has just that experience in the position. We have a lot of people in the department. This department's always functioned kind of as an all hands on deck. Everyone chips in. So I have some great coaches to help me out in Paul O'Neill, John Haskins. They're both assistant ADs who do a lot around the department operations. Todd Anderson, he's the other assistant AD. He does a lot internally with meetings and stuff that we need to have on campus. So they're a great help, and they've all said, any way they can chip in, they're going to. So we still have the good structure in place. Dan is gone, but he's trained us all well that we're going to keep this going.
Okay, well, let's talk about Patrick Stirk's vision for UNCP athletics this year. What are some things that you'd like to do during, or at least continue to do during your tenure as AD?
Sure. Well, obviously, the economic climate, it's getting better, but it's not all the way back to where it was a couple years ago. The #1 focus we need to still be working on is trying to build support, financial recognition, publicity, all sorts of things, to get UNCP athletics out there more publicly, to get that attention, get that focus, and get the dollar support, because any money we bring in, that's going towards more scholarships for students, equipment, better facilities for practice, playing, all of that. So this isn't a profit-making enterprise, I promise you that. We really want to keep improving what we have here so that it's a better situation, a better environment for all of the great kids that we're bringing in.
Yeah, and you've come into the role at a time when arguably UNCP athletics is doing better than it ever has in the history of the institution. How do you continue that trend?
Again, I think it's supporting the people we have in place. We've had a lot of great hires of coaches that, they're making it happen. They're getting the right kids. They're coaching them up. They've got the game day strategy. So it's letting the coaches focus on their on-the-field stuff and supporting our student athletes with what they need. And that also goes back to my role as compliance. My philosophy always with compliance was I was hired to do the behind-the-scenes paperwork and everything so that the coaches and players don't have to. That's not their concern. So same thing with my job here as AD. I want to take as much off their plate, as many worries off their plate as possible, both the coaches and the players, that they can focus on what do I need to do in the classroom, what do I need to do out there on the field or the court, versus worrying about what forms do I have to send off somewhere.
Right, well, we got about 30 seconds left. Tell us a little bit about the process moving forward to hiring the next permanent athletic director.
The university has hired a search firm, and they're going to do a nationwide search. So, this is a very attractive job. It's going to be competitive. So we actually have retained a search firm to go find the best candidates in the country to come in here and meet with us. And UNCP, they're going to have a pick of a lot of very talented, very skilled people. And again, the plan is this next person is going to come in with vision, and they're going to take us to hopefully even another level beyond the success we've had already here.
All right, Patrick. Well, we wish you best of luck in your tenure here as interim AD. When we come back, we're going to give a nice summary of the fall athletic season for UNCP.
Founded in 1887 as the Croatan Normal School, the University of North Carolina at Pembroke has grown to a student body of over 6,000 and is now one of the most diverse institutions in the nation. As we prepare to celebrate our 125th anniversary in 2012, we remember the rich heritage of this institution and anticipate an exciting future. With an average class size of 21 students, the University of North Carolina at Pembroke is a place where students will get the personal attention they deserve at a great value. If you want to know your professors and classmates and have an enriching experience inside and outside of the classroom, then UNC Pembroke might be exactly what you're looking for. If you have what it takes to be brave, check out experience.uncp.edu. There you can take an online campus tour, schedule a campus visit, or apply for admission. Going to UNCP isn't for everyone. It's for the brave.
Hello Braves fans, I'm Ben Miller, head coach of the UNCP men's basketball team.
Hi, I'm John Haskins, head basketball coach for the UNC Pembroke Lady Braves. Both our men's and women's program are coming off record-setting seasons from last year. We want you in the stands for the 2012-2013 basketball season.
So pick up your season ticket package and help us turn the English E. Jones Center into the biggest home court advantage in Peach Belt Conference.